Hi, welcome. I'm Dr. INFP, and let's go for a walk. Never tried this before, so I do walk every day. I find it's very interesting to walking. No, I do it because I need to exercise. So I walk about um, a minimum of 10,000 steps every day. Sometimes I even have done as much as 50,000 steps. But oh my god, how shaky the video is. Is it because it's live perhaps? I don't know. So I hope you're having a very good time, having a wonderful day. It's now, I think it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, soon. 10 minutes to 1 o'clock. And we are live in Kristiansund. And I hope the wind isn't disturbing too much. I was thinking about what I said yesterday about not wanting to have strong opinions. I need to clarify that, because what I meant is, of course I have strong opinions, but I don't want to share them with others if I think that it could, make people upset or something. So I try mostly to keep my opinions to myself, unless it's I don't know, unless it breaks my values. But I also try to keep them to myself even then, because I value the peace the most. Maybe that's not typical for an INFP, I guess, but maybe that's a typical 4 type INFP. Well, I'm 9, which is the peacekeeper. I also suspected I had some 2 in me, but I don't know, because I have a problem saying no to people for some reason. If people ask me about something, can you do this for me? And I always say, yes, of course I can. If I'm able to do it, of course. Because I always feel so bad if I say no. I don't know why. I don't want to disappoint people. And so it has also brought me into some problems, because one time I told my dad I will help him with some concerting on a Friday, and later my then ex-wife and my child was going to a trip on the same day. So I ended up helping my father and taking the train, meeting them up later, spending my money, making sure to buy a train ticket, making sure that I didn't hurt anybody of them. So it made me in a quite situation. But nobody got really hurt then, and that was my point, I think. Yeah. I think I'm always afraid to say something, my opinion. If I know something, an opinion about something that I know will hurt other people, I will not say it, no matter what. Because I know myself. I don't want to bad on other people, But some might say that maybe I'm a little coward. I don't know. But I I just want not to hurt other people, and I want to help every people as much as I can, because I think that's my mission in life. You know, if you know about Final Fantasy VII, the character Aerith, I know she's a ENFJ, but she is always going around helping other people, and I feel kind of similar to that. And as a matter of fact, ENFJ is the exact shadow functions of the INFP. It means ENFJ's main functions cognitive functions are exactly what INFP's shadow function is. So, and the main character of the Final Fantasy VII is INFP, and I kind of feel similar to him more. I guess that's why I called my Twitter channel INFP Cloud plus ENFJ Eric. Yeah. So I also watched the show Miraculous Ladybug, which also happened to have a ENFP INFJ pairing with Adrian Agreste is INFP and Marinette is ENFJ. Right. I spend my time reading a lot of fan fiction and watching videos on internet, on YouTube from them. I always consider myself hopeless romantic. I like romantic stories, so I read them and I imagine myself in those stories, and I kind of dreaming that one day, if there is a happy ending, it would happen to me too. Who knows? So far, I haven't been that happy. I mean, I was married for 10 years, but it ended. But we're still friends. I'm still friends with the mother of my daughter, of course. We've been divorced since 2019, so 4 years now. Yeah, but we still go on vacation together with me and my daughter and her. Although some people might find that strange. She's my friend, and I like spending time with my friends. I don't have many friends because I'm very picky about who I want to spend my time with. I feel I need to align with my values, you know. I need to feel a deep emotional connection with the people I communicate with. And if I don't feel the connection, I kind of, I don't know what to talk about, you know. I mean, most people like to talk about these mundane things, you know, this ordinary, oh, nice weather today, you had a football match, and cars, and I don't know. Never interested me in cars or these things. I want to talk about deeper things with people, about meaning of life and what do you want to do with your life, and you know, try to go deeper, to actually get to know that person on a deeper level. But a lot of people are scared about that. They don't want to talk about the deeper things. I don't know why. Actually, I know it's cognitive functions, but you know, it's a way of saying it. I mean, so I think that for me to really be happy, I can't just be with anybody. I'm searching for my soulmate, you know, someone who truly can understand me, and I, of course, will understand them too. And equality is the cornerstone of my core beliefs. I don't want to be above my partner. I don't want to be below my partner. I want us to be on the same level. So and we should help each other, build up each other, and not push each other down. I mean, I've experienced a lot of people. I mean, some people where only thing they say to me is talking about all the negativity they see in me. I mean, they try to create mistakes. Oh, you do this. For me, when I see people, I try always focus on the positive. And if I notice some negative about them, I try to ignore it, you know. I don't think it's nice to talk about people's mistakes. I'm sure they were very well aware of them. So why am I to remind them? I mean, unless you're a murderer or something. But, it's not that kind of mistakes. I wouldn't want to be near anybody who is killing other people, but that would make me scared a bit, I guess. Also, I think about every people do mistakes, you know, and I think it's always important to forgive people based on, because a lot of people is thinking, yeah, I did this mistake, but most people don't even care why. But I always think there must be a reason why they did this, what they did. Why did they do it? Maybe it's not a justification, but you know, it can bring more of understanding why they did what they did, you know. And I also try to see the positive in everybody. As I said, everybody I think has some positive in them. Even the worst person somewhere, even if it's just a tiny grain. So I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, people are judging me because why do you care for that person? He's so bad. But how do you know that? I think, you know, maybe he's good on the inside. Maybe there was a reason for what he did. Maybe it was in a situation where he acted maybe without thinking. Maybe it was a mistake. Maybe he was in depression. Maybe it was because he lost somebody. Maybe, you know, you never know why people react in a way you don't agree with. And maybe they actually truly sorry for what they did. So I think you always should give people second chances, third chances, fourth chances. I mean, if they truly believe it, unless it was made from intention, you know. It's one thing I don't understand then is people who actually do things or hurting people on intention. I mean, that's all. I can't even, you know. I would never hurt anybody intentionally, because I will feel so terrible about myself if I did. I can't even think about it. But it have happened that I have unintentionally hurt people, and it makes me feel terrible, even them, you know. I don't know. I think there is too little forgiveness in the world right now. There are so much people who are, you did mistake, so you must be a bad person. I don't know. Are they really? I mean, if the person who always do bad things, I might begin to think, but I mean, 1 and 2 mistakes. I mean, even, I'm not a very religious person, but you know, in the Bible even, it says about Jesus and the woman that the people was going to stone to death, you know. And he said, the person who is without sin can throw the first stone. And nobody was throw a stone. And he also then said to her, I also don't condemn you. Please go in peace and sin no more. I mean, it means you should try to forgive people, for their mistakes. Understand that people are people. We are not perfect, Nobody is perfect. And sometimes accidents happen. We are having a bad day. We are not in our right self. And things can happen, But it doesn't make us bad people, I think. I just see that everybody is so quick to condemn people nowadays. And it kind of hurts, to see. I mean, I feel for the people who gets... it depends what they did, of course. But we should always try to look deeper. Try to find the true meaning behind their mistakes, if you know what I mean. That's my opinion anyway. So but people don't seem to appreciate my views too, because it was an episode on Twitter where I was doubting. I was a person who was accused about different things, and he admitted some things that he later admitted wasn't so, but I accidentally said something that I think that was bad to him in a private message to someone, and they kind of share it with other people who shared it on Twitter and said, oh, he supports this bad man, you need to block him. Okay. So when was it illegal to have opinions about things? And I even didn't voice it publicly. It was in a private chat, and it was by mistake that I actually said it, because I don't want to share my opinions really. I don't know. Kind of weird, and all these fake people out there pretending to be friends and just run away. I wouldn't say it's narcissism, but it kind of remind me of the narcissist in the Flying Monkeys. One narcissist, they say jump, and the flying monkeys are following after. But I don't know. Should be very careful about saying this. Narcissism is a personality disorder, but I think you can say about personality, that someone can have narcissistic behavior, maybe. You don't need to be a narcissist to have narcissistic behavior occasionally. I read something about if you are a narcissist and diagnosed, you have so many criteria applied to you. But I think the world has become more and more narcissistic these days. Everybody's only thinking about themselves. What can you do for me? What have you done for me lately? You used to be nice to me, but now what have you done for me lately? That's the point. We shouldn't forget that we are people, Sometimes we have bad days. We spend many... For example, 1 year, we are very perfect. And then one day, we had a bad day. And we had a big argument. And suddenly, oh, you're a bad person. Because you had one bad day in 1 year. It's not acceptable. You should only have good days. Really. That's inhuman, You can't go around expecting everybody to be perfect all the time. I mean, we should give them some slack, you know. Maybe did something happen. Maybe they was depressed. And I said it again, you know. It's just, we should be more caring about people. We should be more considerate, open, understanding. Try to understand them more. Try to go deeper, as we say, yeah? I guess. It's my mantra, I guess. Be kind, gentle, caring, loving, devoted, and faithful. And don't go betray your friends. That's not good. I mean, I had one friend that betrayed me once. Oh, that's police. That kind of... I can tell about it. I mean, I had an INTJ friend that was a very close friend to me, but she told me something that was traumatized me a bit. I mean, it was hurtful what she was saying. I'm not going to say what it was, but I told my other friend who claimed to be INFP, I don't know. I would trust that friend, and she helped me working through my emotions about it. You know, that was the reason I told her. I didn't tell her because I wanted to shame the old friend. I told her because I had depression because of it, and I needed to work through my personal emotions and try to get a new perspective, because when you are depressed it's kind of difficult to see all sides of the story. Usually I'm very good at seeing all sides. I try to see every side, but because I was depressed, so I was kind of in a dark place. So I go to her and told her about her opinion about it and told her what happened, and everything was okay. And so a week later, because I was in a kind of, we began arguing about something, and I was disagree with something what she did, and I say let's not talk. And also I was mentioned the guy who had problem in Twitter to her, and I think that the community was hard on him. So what happened was, she took a screenshot of everything I told about the problem with my friend and sent it to her. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? And my only thing I can think about was that she wanted to hurt me where it hurted the most, and she was pretty much successful, because now my INTJ friend isn't talking to me because of that. I don't know, it's kind of hurt. I don't know. And it's like 6 months ago and she still don't talk to me anymore. But you know, it's life, I guess. I didn't want to talk directly to her about it because I don't want to hurt her feelings, you know. Because that's maybe my problem, because if I'm hurt, I don't want to tell the person who's hurting me that they are hurting me, because if I tell them that they hurt me, I'm more worried about they getting hurt by hearing that I'm hurting them, know that they was hurt me, you know. I don't know, maybe it's a flaw in my character or something. I always seem to put others before myself. I always care more about what other people feel than my own feelings sometimes, you know. Because I guess it's just my ability to put myself in their shoes and truly feel how they will feel if I will hurt them by telling them that they hurt me. So I kind of suffer in silence, you know, mostly. But that time I just decided I needed to talk with my older friend about it, which I today regret very much, I should not admit. And also also maybe the half a bottle of Captain Morgan I was drink. It was kind of in the way to clouding my judgment about talking to her about it. I guess I might have overshared a bit because I had some great pain that I needed to numb my pain. Not that I'm drinking. I usually don't drink, but that time, that day, I just did it, and also it was my birthday. So I was sitting the night. I mean, it was the night of my birthday. I mean, it was midnight, and I just had my birthday. So I was beginning drinking because I was depressed, and so that's that. I guess you should be careful, but careful about who you are trusting on the internet, because it seems like everything can be okay, and if you trust someone, do not make a fight with them, because then they will spill all your secrets to the world. I guess I would never do it, of course. I mean, not of course, but I would feel very bad about myself if I was tell someone what other people told them just without any other reason than to make them angry at the other person. I mean, for me that's evil. It's narcissistic almost, you know, to try to, I don't know. Again, I'm very careful about thinking that people are narcissists. But she has called me a narcissist, you know. I don't know. That's very vague. We had one argument, and boom, there you are. I don't know. Also, and I just remember a funny story. I was in a party, and I had some friends there, and I was just thinking the MBTI was so interesting, so I just let them take the MBTI test on the 16personality.com page, and I was kind of surprised that 3 of my friends got INFP. What? Is that even possible? I think there must be some mistakes there. It's supposed to be a bit rarer, maybe, I don't know. And suddenly it was 4 INFP in the same room. I don't know. So, I guess they were drunk. Maybe they was just answer how they want to be, not how they actually is. Or, I don't know. It was just a funny story. Those 3 girls to me. But statistically, there are more girls who are INFP than men who are INFP. Also, as I think about it, I think when it comes to femininity and masculinity, I think it's more about, not about your physical gender, but I think it's more about your personality type. Because what I'm talking and talking, yeah. I mean, most men have ISTJ personality. I think on my computer here because I'm not talking, but you know, they have a specific personality type. So, and girls are more ISFJs, I think, was more in the past, but I don't know. So I think if you have 2 INFP, 1 girl, boy, I think it's not so big difference in the way they're thinking. Because after all, I believe that it's the cognitive function that describes how we are thinking, and not so much our physical gender, I think. I mean, when it comes to attraction, it's not a story. But as people, I think we are. It's more about. It's more about our personality type, I think. And also, I think, as I said in my last video, I think the masculinity and femininity is more human-made terminology, you know. It's just something we made up. Because most men behave like this, most girls behave like this, so that's therefore this is girl behavior, this is boy behavior. But I don't know. When I was young, I don't think my behavior compared to the girls was behavior. I mean, I was very caring, loving. I worry about people. I put other people on myself, and not every woman do that, and not every man do that. I think it's just because of the personality type, you know. Some people care more than others. I think it's because of their cognitive functions. So, and when I was young, I remember I was in the toy shop, and I so much wanted a My Little Pony toy, but my mother said, no, that's a girl toy, it's not for you. Okay, so what I did, I was secretly saving up my money, and I go to the toy shop without her knowledge, and I bought it myself. So I loved My Little Pony. I didn't like playing with cars or something, you know. I mean, maybe that's because I'm very low in extroverted sensing, you know. I never was interested in sport and so on. I always was indulged in my fantasy world, using my introverted feeling and extroverted intuition, coming up with a lot of ideas. And I always cared about what could be instead of what is, you know. And I always think I'm hopeless romantic. I think I said it earlier in this video. I don't remember. I actually have a good memory. I can remember all the way back to when I was 1 year old, I think. I remember I was in my baby bed and making sounds, and my mama was come running, and I think it was funny when my mama would come running, and then she go and I make the sounds again, and she come running again. So I was kind of curious to see how I could influence, you know. So here is my city, by the way. I love walking. I usually walk, as I said, because I want to keep my keep up to shape. I don't want to, you know. And again, it's not because of me. I think maybe if I look better, maybe other people will appreciate me more. I don't know. For me, I don't really care about the appearances of people. If I see someone, I love people because of how they are inside, what their personality and their behavior, rather than how they look. I don't really care about it's personality that attracts me. I want someone who's very caring and understanding. That's very important for me. I hate when people, or dislike, I don't like the word hate really, but dislike strongly when people are not understanding me or misunderstanding me. If I say something and they try to say, oh, you mean this? Or they assume, what's this one? I assume and don't even ask me. I think this, and in real I think I meant something else. Which happens quite often. So I often feel I need to over-explain myself. I mean, when I was younger, I didn't. But now I begin to learn that I kind of need to, because I'm tired of being misunderstood all the time. So I kind of annoys me, you know, that people are misunderstanding me. I don't know, but I can understand it in a way, so that's why I try to be preventive, you know. If I say something, I always very quick to try to over-explain things now. Maybe that can be kind of annoying, but I kind of feel irritated. I'm not irritated, but it's sad that so many people don't seem to understand me or misunderstand. Yeah. Also, I have become more, how to say, before I was more accepting, but now if I see that a person is not good for me, I just remove myself from them. But before I could ignore that fact, but I think in the long run, I think it's not good for me to stay around people who don't want me well, if you know what I mean. They're just using me. And that's happened a lot, I think, to INFPs, yeah. Could happen to INFJs too, I guess. I was going to say that. Oh, by the way, first time I took the test, I got INFJ, but after I go into the cognitive function and did another test, and another test, and another test, I got INFP. And no matter what I try now, I always get INFP. I don't know why. Something strange going on. But I guess I'm fairly sure. And also, I know because I've studied the cognitive functions so well now that I recognize them in myself. I am introverted feeling first, and I have a lot of ideas, and I do remember very well. And I'm not that logical. I go into logical when I'm in a kind of stress situation. You know, that's me. And my logic isn't always correct. But it is what it is. And whenever, I don't say I don't have logic, I just don't. I mean, I can be logical sometimes when there is a logical matter. I mean, when I'm not stressed. But usually, if I have a decision to make, and my feelings, emotions and feelings, not feelings, my gut is telling me it's like this. I have a gut feeling or a heart feeling. Yeah. Then and my logic says something else. I mostly follow my feelings because I more trust my feelings than logic for some reason. I mean, I was average in mathematics in school. I was never a mathematical genius. I did take a personality test in, what is it called? Personality Max or something. I know where they also discussed your 9 intelligences. And I got, my first intelligence was music. Which makes sense. I've been very interested in music since I was a child. Singing and playing piano sometimes. I'm not that great at playing piano, but I know the basic. But singing is my main instrument. And my second intelligence, I believe, was language. Third was nature, something. And fourth was intrapersonal. I mean, to introspect. I think it was that. Yeah, intrapersonal. And my logic was around 50%, I think. And also, I'm not very good at genetic. It was like 20. I'm very bad at sports, especially what is it called, group sports. I didn't like football. I didn't like to play with other people when I was young. So I always hated it when we had practical training in school. But I did like to run and walk. So I kind of joined walking because I feel like I can be alone. Except today, of course, I'm talking with you, but you know, well, I kind of alone. So I'm alone. I have the ability, possibility to go around and think about ideas, and I always think about a lot of ideas and dreams and fantasies. I have conversation in my head, people which I wanted to talk with, and I kind of rehearse the conversation when I am talking. What would I say to them? What would they answer to me? And I go through those answers forth and back, forth and back. I don't know. It's a difficult conversation. I don't have a conversation because I already had it in my head. You know, so I just think, I didn't work very well anyway. My answers. My intuition told me that person wouldn't take it very well. I can avoid that. What is interesting to know is I wonder if anybody would be ever interesting to watching this video complete. I don't know. Kind of 40 minutes it says, and it's live YouTube. But you can see how I walk every day. So I don't know if I walk slower or faster than I usually do, but it's kind of neat. I'm not used to holding my phone when walking, but you know, can be interesting. Maybe I should use my GoPro next time and don't do it live. I don't know. Put it on my chest harness. I have something that can put the GoPro on my chest walking. Maybe that will be a better video. But then I need to upload it later. Now I don't need to upload it. Simple is easy. You know, don't need to overcomplicate the thing. There is a famous shopping center in Kristiansund, Futura. Yeah. Not that people from I mean, unless you live here, it's not so interesting, I think. Today's Sunday, by the way. It means every shops are closed in Norway, except small shops. It's, you know, considered a special day. See. Yeah. So kind of like walking here because it makes me feel it's give me my alone time what I need. But sometimes people ask, can they walk with me? And I'm can you not ask that? But I end up saying okay, but it's my time, you know, my alone time, and they are intruding in my alone time. But you know, I it's difficult for me to say no, you know. So that's get me in a kind of awkward situation where I don't want to say. You know, some people can't film other people. I mean, in cars it's okay. Ah, yeah. So where were I? Yeah, about when people ask me to join me on travel, no walking. So yeah, it's kind of awkward because, well, as long as it's not every day, I guess it's okay. Once in a while I can walk with someone, but also I end up walking so slow. No. Is this seagull? Seems kind of angry. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like people who. No, I love people. What I'm saying, I was just so disturbed. And no, I can walk with some people. Sometimes, not regularly, of course, because I feel that when I'm walking, I like to walk very fast, and then they say, "Oh, can you please walk slower?" And then it's like, But my exercise, how I'm supposed to spend calories if I'm walking slowly. So I love walking. I usually walk around 7 kilometers an hour. Usually around 6 and 7 kilometers an hour. I don't know in miles per hour. That's kind of not my area of expertise, but I think there are. You can Google it. So I mean, if I was home, I would have Googled it for you. But since I'm out walking and I'm using my phone for recording, yeah, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me that I don't do it. It's okay. I hope. See, there's the little birdie. See, difficult with the camera. It's a little bird. The seagulls are quite active this time. I think I need to drink something. I brought 2 bottles of drink. See, I can drink and walk same time. Multitasking. Yeah, and the same boys can't do multitasking. Oh, okay. I can do many times at the same time, I guess. Not without. I don't want to brag or something. That's not good. But when people claim that every boy cannot do multitasking, I was thinking, that's not right. I can do pretty much at the same time. But anyway, it's just how it is. People are living in the stereotypical things world, you know. And I just see people. When I see people, I don't see their gender or anything. I just see people. So that's that. Yeah, because I think on the inside we're all the same, you know, mostly. And I was raised by my granny to treat everybody with the same respect as myself and others. So, and you should do to others how you want others to be to you. So that's why I always do. That's why I'm not mean. That's why I'm not trying to hurt anybody. And also, I guess it's because of my personality type, I guess. Although, I don't know. As I said, I also the tree type 947, which means a gentle spirit. It's yeah, I don't remember right now. It was a lot of things that says about it. I think I'm going to do a short, but it means I want to keep the peace. I care for people. I want to help them as much as possible. I think personal growth is important. When I see people, I don't actually see who they are now. I'm seeing their potential. You know what I mean? How they can be. I see. Because I don't know. It's just how it works. I mean, I see the good in everybody. I see people and I love people, you know. People are wonderful people, mostly. So I try to, yeah, I try to ignore the mistakes of the people because I think it's just one of our flaws, you know. Oh, and when it comes to romantic love, if you truly love someone, you will accept them for both their perfection and their flaws, imperfections. Yeah, because that is when you truly love someone. And also, I think loving someone shouldn't be because you want something from someone. I mean, that's kind of transactional, you know. You give me this, I give you this. Okay, it's like going to the shop. That's not love. That's just desire, and you want something, right? True love comes because when someone can make you truly happy, and you don't know why. It's just you feel for someone, and they make you happy, and they bring feelings to you that you didn't even know you had. And it doesn't matter if they will have the same feeling for you. Just having those feelings is a wonderful feeling. But if they do have the same feeling back, of course that's even more wonderful. But you shouldn't expect that from someone, because that's not true love. If you stop loving someone because they don't love you, then it wasn't true love, I think. I mean, you should never force anybody to do anything. You shouldn't press someone to like you. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm talking about the feeling itself. If the feeling is there no matter what, and even if they don't love you back, you still have the feeling, but you accept it, then the feeling is true, you know? It's not about because if you and they don't love you, I think that's kind of selfish, you know. If I mean if you then just it wasn't love, okay, so you know what I mean. Love, I think, is about giving more than you are demanding. You shouldn't demand anything, you know. It's about giving from your heart to someone, and if they want to receive it, it's nice. If not, then okay. But I mean, you shouldn't give it to someone who don't want it, of course. Yeah, it's complicated, you know. I think you understood what I meant. Okay? It's not. It's just don't demand so much about other people. Just take what you will receive. And if you don't receive, it's okay too. But of course, if you're in a relationship, I mean, you shouldn't just give and don't get anything back, of course. That's not a healthy relationship. But I wasn't talking about relationship there. I was just talking about if you actually love someone. You know, like love your mom or your friend or if you love a romantic love also. You know, if you're in love with someone, you shouldn't expect something from them on that stage. I mean, yeah. I'm very philosophical. But I feel that in this world, it's like, I feel that the world has become so much transactional, you know. It's conditional love, and the unconditional love is more or less forgotten, I think. You know, the ability to love someone without actually expecting something back. I experienced that because I, for example, if I love somebody, I have a desire to, you know, like at least express them how much they mean to me. But sometimes I I get in a turn about that. Oh, but I don't. But I didn't expect anything from them. I just wanted to express my happiness to them. You know, I just wanted to say they make me happy. But in English, it's kind of poor language in a way. I mean, in Norwegian you can say "Jeg er glad i deg, jeg elsker deg, du betyr mye for meg." You know, you have many nuances. But in English, it seems the only word you have is "I love you" for everybody. But you know, it's about emotions, and it's not about the words themselves. It's about the strong feeling. As INFP, I feel much stronger than most other people. I don't know, or maybe we just are more aware of our strong feelings. I hear that thinkers are more suppress their feelings. But I'm not a thinker, so I don't know what's going on in their minds. So I couldn't say anything about how they think or feel or function. Because I could be wrong. I don't want to assume things that aren't true about other people. You know what I mean? I know very well about myself, of course. I guess that's one of the perks of being INFP, that we truly know ourselves fully. Because we have spent so much time in our head exploring ourselves, trying to figure out ourselves, thinking constantly how we can become a better person, how we can improve everything about ourselves, and how we want the world to be, and dreaming about the perfect world, which will never be, but it's still a fantasy. And I think it's nice. I guess that's why I spend my days watching fictions about fantasy and love and so on. Oh, I do play games, I say, but you know what I figure out? I don't like this kind of shooting games and killing games, and you know, every killing is turning me off in a big way. Why would they make games where they kill people in the most disgusting way? I don't know. I wish they wouldn't make those such games, you know. It disturbs me. No wonder there's so much violence in the world when people are kind of raised by playing games where you should be bad to people. I wish there would be more happy games, you know, games where you are kind to others. Teach them how to be kind, gentle, caring, accepting. I don't know. You know, again, it's a utopia, I guess. It's a fantasy world, because it's a lot of those extrovert sensing people will probably say, "Oh, that's so boring. I want to be action. Let me be an action hero. I want to go to kill people." Really? Okay. Good for you. I definitely don't enjoy those kind of games. Every time I try to watch Games of Thrones once, you know, but I had to stop after one episode because it was so grotesque to watch. I violent series on TV, or playing violent games. And what was the other game? The Squid Game, what it's called? That was terrible. South Korean series. It's about killing each other, or I don't know. Oh my god. It was. How can people watch that as entertainment? I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, from my point of view, I don't like it. But whatever. People can watch whatever they want. Just don't make me watch it. Okay. Ugh. And also I think about when normal people have so hard to forgive other people. No wonder there's war in the world, you know. I think if if every people was more accepting, understanding, loving and caring, could there possibly be less war in the world then? People would be more forgiving, people would be more understanding, and not begin fight always. I don't like fighting. Fighting, I think, comes from the dark side. I mean, whenever I come into a fight, I always try to find ways to get out of the fight. But with some people, they're so persistent. It's kind of difficult to, when someone is determined, I want to fight you. Okay, the only option I have is to run away. Bye. See you. Maybe. So, I don't know. See you next life. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like aggressive people. They scare me. I don't know. See, it's nice weather now. So I'm walking for 1 hour and 1 minute. And I don't know, it was an interesting talk, but maybe it was not. And but I felt like I got a lot off my chest by just talking now. So maybe, I don't know how to switch off this video, by the way. Yeah. I hope I didn't bore you too much, and that I didn't scare you away from watching more of my videos. I don't think I will make that long video next time, but okay. Wish you a nice day and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.